Hey, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here today. Today's episode is a little different. We're not just going to talk about English, we're actually going to practice speaking English together right now. So here is how it works. During this episode, I'm going to ask you questions and I want you to actually answer them out loud, not in your head, not on paper, out loud with your voice. I know. It might feel a little strange at first, speaking to your phone or your computer. But trust me, this is one of the best things you can do for your English, because the speaking practice is the only way to get better at speaking. Reading helps, listening helps, but nothing replaces actually opening your mouth and using the language. So today we're going to do 3 things. First, a quick warm-up with some everyday questions, just to get you talking. Then we're going to practice 3 real-life conversations, kinds of things you might actually need to say in real life. And finally, we'll talk about something really important, confidence, because a lot of English learners know more than they think they do. They just need to believe it. Okay, let's go. Take a break, relax your shoulders, and let's start speaking. Alright, let's warm up. I'm going to ask you 7 simple questions about your daily life. After each question, I want you to pause. Think for just a second and then answer out loud. Don't worry about being perfect. Just talk. What did you do this morning before you start listening to this? What is one thing you are looking forward to this week? How do you usually get to work or school? What is something you enjoy doing in your free time? Can you describe where you live in 2 or 3 sentences? What was the last thing you watched on TV or online? And did you like it? How long have you been studying English? And why did you start? Great job! Seriously, if you answer even 3 or 4 of those questions out loud, you're already doing something that the most learners never do. Keep the energy going. Now we're going to practice 3 real situations. These are conversations that you might actually have with a coworker, a new friend, or at a shop. I'll give you the dialogue first, then ask you to repeat some key sentences. And then practice saying something similar yourself. A small talk with a new person. You are at a work event, a class, or a party. You don't know this person well. You want to start a friendly conversation. Here is what that might sound like. Hey, I don't think we have met. I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex. My name is John. Nice to meet you.
Are you new here, or you have been coming for a while?
I'm fairly new, actually. I just started last month. How about you?
Oh, I have been here about a year. It's a good place. Do you live nearby?
Pretty close, yeah. About 20 minutes away. What about you?
Same, actually. Hey, are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I really am. Everyone seems really friendly.
That's great to hear. Well, let me know if you need anything. It's nice to meet you.
Thanks so much, Alex. You too.
Now I want you to repeat these key sentences. Say them out loud after me. Focus on sounding natural, not perfect. Repeat out loud. I don't think we've met. I am John. I am fairly new, actually. I just started last month. Everyone seems really friendly. Now your turn. Answer these questions out loud as if you're talking to a new person. How would you introduce yourself to someone you have never met? What would you say if someone asks, "Do you enjoy working here?" How would you end the conversation in a friendly way? Situation 2. Talking about goals and future plans. This is one of the most common conversations in English, at work, in class, or just with friends. People love asking, "So what are you working on?" Or "What are your plans?" So what are you up to these days? Any big plans? Actually, yeah. I'm trying to improve my English. I have been practicing every day. That's awesome. What's your goal? Like, what do you want to use it for? I'd love to work in an international company someday. And honestly, I just want to feel confident when I speak. That makes total sense. Are you taking a class or just studying on your own? A bit of both, really. I listen to podcasts, practice conversations, and sometimes watch films in English. That sounds like a solid plan. I think you're going to get there. I hope so. I just have to keep going, right? Exactly. Consistency is everything. Let's repeat some key phrases. These are really useful for talking about goals and plans. Repeat out loud. I'm trying to improve my English. I have been practicing every day. I would love to work in an international company someday. I just have to keep going, right? Now answer these questions out loud as yourself. What is one of your goals for this year? What are you doing right now to reach that goal? How would you describe your plans to a new friend? Situation 3. Solving a small problem. The situation is about explaining a problem and asking for help. Sometimes, like returning a product to a store or explaining a mistake at work. A lot of people find this stressful in second language, but with the right phrase, it's much easier. Here is the scenario. You're calling customer service.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you today?
Hi, dear. I've recently ordered a jacket from your website and I received the wrong size.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can I get your order number?
Sure. It is 48721. I ordered a medium, but I received a large.
I see that here. Would you like to exchange it for the correct size?
I would like to exchange it, please. Do I need to send the jacket back first?
Yes, we will send you a return label by email. Once we receive the items, we will stain the correct size.
That sounds good. How long will that take?
About 5 to 7 business days after we receive the return.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your help.
Of course. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's everything. Thank you so much. Now repeat these key phrases for handling a problem politely. I recently ordered a jacket and I received the wrong size. I would like to exchange it, please. How long will that take? Thank you for your help. Now it is your turn to practice. Answer these questions out loud. How would you explain a problem with a product you bought? What would you say if you want to refund instead of an exchange? How would you politely end a call after getting help? Okay, let's take a moment and talk about something that I think is really important. Something a lot of language learners struggle with, and it has nothing to do with grammar. It is fear. A lot of English learners know more than they think. They have studied grammar, they know hundreds of words, they understand most of what they hear, but when it's time to speak, something happens. They freeze. They worry about making mistakes. They translate everything in their head first. And by the time they are ready to speak, the moment has passed. Sound familiar? Here is what I want you to know. That feeling is completely normal. It happens to almost everyone who learns a second language. It's not a sign that you are bad at English. It is just a habit, and habits can change. The most important thing in communication is in perfect grammar. It is connection. It is getting your message across. Think about this. When a tourist asks you for directions in your language and they make grammar mistakes, do you stop listening? No. You help them because you understand what they need. English speakers are the same way. They care about what you mean, not whether you use the past perfect correctly. I want to tell you something a student once told me. She said, "I used to be so nervous to speak English at work. Then one day my computer stopped working and I had to call IT support in English. I was so stressed, but I did it. I explained the problem, then understood, and they fixed it. And after that, I realized I can do this. I have been doing it all along." That's it. That's the whole secret. You start doing it, and then you realize you can do it. But you have to start. I would love to hear how it goes. If you have a comment, a question, or you just want to share one of your answers from today's warm-up, go ahead and write it down below.